Hey everybody.
Y'all.
Hope y'all are doing good. Good to see y'all. Our guest should be here in just a little while. Good to see y'all. Turn it down. Our guest should be here in just
Sorry, y'all.
Glad to see everybody here. Let's see.
Still trying to figure this out.
There's Lydia Moon and Shadows of the Past in there. Hello.
Yeah, they said they'd be right back. They're on the way home.
And then we got, there's Dustin. Hey, Dustin. Let's see who else was in there. And then Crossover Paranormal was in there. Hello. Thank y'all for coming. Just waiting to see who shows up. And hey, Sandra, welcome in. Our guest will be here in just a little bit. And let's see. Hello, Michelle's Happy Homestead. Welcome in. Y'all have to bear with us because this is our very first live inviting somebody up here, and I have yet to figure out how to do that yet.
Yeah,
so
this is our real third live.
Yeah.
So we're still getting used to StreamYard.
So
you sending the link?
Yeah.
Trying to figure that out.
Everybody's got links. We're just waiting on them to show up. Hopefully they're not waiting on us that I'm not doing something right. Oh, me. Yeah. I just want to ask a question. If somebody's waiting, would it show on here somewhere that they're waiting, or do I have to go hunting for it? Like I said, we really are new to this StreamYard thing.
I'm not sure.
We didn't ask you, Alexa.
Hush, Alexa. Oh, okay. Dustin says it shows. All right.
Okay.
So, hey, Vegas. Welcome in. Good to see you. This was going to be fun. I had to write down all kind of questions, which...
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Thank y'all.
Now I know what everybody's talking about, the basement.
Yeah.
Why are people talking about the basement?
That's probably right in there. All right. But... oh, me. Do it one more time.
Yeah, he was in the chat.
Yeah, I know. Give us
he probably confused because you sent it to different apps.
There we go. All right. But yeah, I'm not sure about next week's guest. Hey, Christina.
Hey.
If next week's guest is not able to come up, we'll just do a regular old set and chat for an hour or so,
and then we'll just reschedule him.
Yeah.
Until he feels better.
Yeah. So, if when y'all go to bed or not or whatever, y'all remember Jared, because he's had a couple procedures done, and recovery times is
For
fun.
him.
So
There he is.
there we go. There we go. Just waiting on our internet to catch up. Hey, Bluegrass. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Pretty good.
This is our special guest. This is Jonathan from Crossover Paranormal. Y'all make him feel welcome. Hey, Debbie. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead and pin that up there. Autumn's going to pin his link up there in the top of the chat there. So if you guys don't have him, y'all subscribe to him and show him some love. And John, you can tell them a little bit about your channel there.
It's me and my dad. We got us a team. We go out and just do investigations at a few historical places here in North Carolina. I started about 2.5, 3 years ago, but I never did do much for YouTube. I just done it on Facebook and stuff like that. But I just decided to do YouTube probably about 1.5 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
I started with my dad. My mom had passed away, and I wanted to do something more with my dad. So I just asked him if he wanted to do paranormal, and that's the way we got it.
So that's something special to be able to do something like that with your daddy.
Yeah.
And he actually enjoy it and have a good time. And
yeah, he does. He's always ready to go. We're getting ready to go out tonight here in about 2 hours from now.
Ooh, y'all gonna go out late, huh?
Yeah.
But well, we appreciate you coming on here.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the invite.
This guy right here is the person who I actually I was on his he let me be on the live stream. That was the first one I'd ever been on. Like, I have never in my life been on anybody's live stream, talked to anybody like that. And I'm like, oh my God. And hey, Shasta, welcome in.
That's my cousin.
That's what I was thinking.
She's in my group too.
Hey, Sean, welcome in.
And they let's see. Yeah, we've been started. Ours actually turned back into a family paranormal group. Me, my dad, and my cousin, and my cousin's mom. We're all kin. We're all Myers, except for 4 of us in the group. And we have got 8. We're working on a 9th person just as soon as they decide they want to join our group. But
right,
they really undecided right now. Though.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a group of Myers. Just saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh me. All right, so how old was you when you had your very first paranormal experience? I know that's probably a tough one to remember.
It is. I think I was in the 12th grade. In the 6th grade in the middle school when I first had my first experience. My grandma just had died, and I guess about a week later or something there, I was sleeping, and she always checked on us and everything when we was little and had a lot to do with me and my brother. And I think there's something I think she was there one night and touched me on the shoulder back there, and it was
Oh
real
wow.
cold. And I believe that was my very, very first time.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, that's awesome though. I mean, something like that, being a family member. But
Yeah.
I remember you was talking about on a live stream before that you and your entire group, y'all went to the ship. Was it the USS Carolina or whatever it was? How in the
Yeah.
world
We
do you
went there.
investigate something that big?
I didn't have enough cords to hook up my DVR system, so we just went ahead and just went by person, 2 people at a time go together, and we had like 8 or 9 teams, and just scattered out, and everybody just switched back and forth, different places and stuff like that.
That's what I was thinking, because DVR to cover something like that's crazy.
Yeah, I liked the battleship. It was actually a pretty good place to go for a big event. We're going to try to go back again this year, maybe a different battleship. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on getting hooked up with the people that sets up the events and stuff.
But Lord have mercy, I couldn't imagine all the stuff you got to go through, to all the red tape and all that you got to jump through just to get on something like that.
And the battleship North Carolina is pretty easy, but it costs us a whole lot of money to host big events.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does, because wow, I mean, Lord, you literally taking over the whole entire ship. So
yeah, we had access to the whole ship, even where the torpedo. Well, we actually had to pay extra for where the torpedo went through the ship at, but other than that, it was interesting.
I like to do the Queen Mary. I've heard a lot of different things in that ship.
Yeah, it's pretty active. I like to go one day when I get a chance to travel out that way. I might try to go.
So, can you think of a time like when you had like one of the most crazy paranormal experiences, and tell us about it?
Probably at the clinic. It's a Trivet clinic here in North Carolina. Was an old hospital / clinic built in 1932. It's haunted, but the owners, they take in stuff for people to drop off. They don't like it in their house because they say it's haunted and everything. So they collect all the haunted stuff and they put it inside the building, and it's got like over 70 some spirits in that building. And we went in that one room one night called the Red Room, and we actually had to carry my dad out,
Oh wow.
get him outside to get him some fresh air, because he actually, when we finally got him to wake up, he had lost like 15 minutes to 20 minutes of his memory.
Ooh, that's insane.
Yeah, it happened to us twice, but the second time they was actually trying to enter his body, but it didn't happen the second time. First time, it was crazy.
Wow. I couldn't imagine something like that happened to me.
Yeah, it was really wild.
So, what kind of equipment do y'all use when y'all are walking through these different places and investigating?
We use pretty much our cell phones, our cameras, our handheld night vision cameras. We use that. We use a K2, and sometimes if I can remember, I'd get our recorder out. We do have a lot of stuff like pendulums and stuff, but I can't never remember to use it. I'll get it out, put it in my pocket, and then I'll do the whole investigation. Forgot I have it. I went one time through do a video, and I forgot to cut my mic on.
Oh,
And,
wow.
you know, things like that. And we use our new piece of equipment we got, that gremlin.
Oh, yeah.
We go off. It ain't happened yet, but it's going to. We use Ghost Tube app on our phones to do the EVP stuff with.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I tell you something that's cool. The other day on a live stream, I was visiting, and the creator of the Spirit Talker app came on there, and which he didn't like. He wasn't on screen, but he was in the chat, and he gave quite a few of us creators free access to the Music Spirit Box app. Man, that thing right there is amazing. He gave us a free code to use it, and he's the creator of it too. So that one's an interesting piece. But let me see what other kind of. Oh yeah, can you talk about the P3 program?
Oh, P3 program is we're a bunch of paranormal groups got together. It started in Pennsylvania, Matt Barron, and it's ventured out into other areas in the states, and people in Texas, and then got into California and stuff like that, Washington, everywhere. And it's a good group. You'll learn a lot. You'll learn different techniques, way people do stuff, and we talk about different locations. We help each other on something that if we can't make out what it is, understand it. We can ask some of the members, and maybe they can help us out. I had asked Matt a bunch of times, help me out with a couple cases to figure out take some look at some pictures and some videos and stuff like that to help me come to a conclusion what we caught or something like that.
But that's awesome right there.
The P3 program is actually a good bunch of group of people.
And I mean, that's got to be awesome to have an experienced group of people that you can pick their mind and when you have an issue or things like that.
Yeah, it's every year they're going to start doing where they going to gather up in Pennsylvania, everybody in the group, and have a picnic or something, and everybody sit and meet each other and talk, everybody in person and stuff like that.
So have you ever had dealings with some of the some of the things people talk about, like skinwalkers and things like that?
I haven't.
I hadn't either. I heard a lot of people talk about it, but I've just never had dealings with something like that.
Yeah, I hadn't anything really demonic stuff neither. I hadn't had any bad stuff except for that night when we had carried my dad out. But I think they was just messing with us, just playing around with us on that one.
Yeah. Trying to scare you. Didn't want nobody in there and say, "Get out of my house."
Yeah.
Can you talk about a little bit about that that cemetery that you and it's usually you and your dad and y'all have another friend y'all go to where you go inside that mausoleum?
Oh, yeah. That's up here in town right above us. It's just right above Mayberry, North Carolina. That's in Mount Airy. It is pretty wild. One is, I think it's like over 5,000 some graves. If it may be less than that, but it's close to it. They already done started burying people on the other side of the road. So the mausoleum is pretty active. Somebody had went there and busted a lock off the doors, and so we went in there one night. The first time we went in, we've heard gunshots. The walls vibrated and knocked the cat toys off the wall. And the K2 meter, it just busted the floor. It didn't tear them up, but I'm surprised it didn't. And this last time we went in there, our new guy, Rick, he went in and we shut the door on him to let him see if anything will happen. And he got touched like 7-8 times in there.
Oh yeah, I remember that one because that was when it grabbed him. Was it his tail end or something? It scared the crap out of him.
Yeah.
I remember watching that one. But let's see. Oh, I know another one. Can you tell these guys here about the store? I think it may have been the last live you was on the other night. You was telling some of us about, when your dad had gotten tired and he went back to the truck by himself.
Oh, yeah. That was talking about the time we went to the graveyard and he saw the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we went to a great little bitty graveyard. It probably went about 7-8 graves in there, I guess, maybe 10 at the most. What we couldn't find, there's probably still buried under leaves. My dad just had got out of the hospital probably 3-4 weeks before that, and I was working getting him back in slowly, and he was standing there beside of us, me and Mason and Austin, and he got tired and he said, "I'm gonna go sit in the truck." And I said, "Okay, just be careful walking across that ditch, because that ditch, if you walk down in it, it'll go up to your head." I mean, that's how deep it was. So he was walking out there and everything. He finally made it to the truck. We started back investigating. It wasn't but probably 10 minutes, if that. He was flashing his flashlight over at me. So I thought he just trying to look around in the truck. And he started doing it again. And so he kept on flashing his flashlight at me, and I told everybody, I said, "I'm going to go on over to the truck and see what's going on." And when I got over there, he was white as a piece of paper. I mean, he was literally white. He was shaking, and I never saw him that scared before or anything. And I asked him, I said, "What happened?" And he was shaking a little bit, and he couldn't get it out fast enough. And he told me and said that was a face came up into the windshield of the truck, and he was scared. And I've never seen him that scared before. And we all looked around the truck and looked down into the woods and stuff like that, and never did see anything. But I wasn't going to say he didn't see something. I'm pretty sure he did. He wouldn't tell me no film or nothing like that,
Oh yeah. Have you had any incidents with like children spirits?
When we go to the clinic, there's a couple kid spirits that will mess with you, pick on you, and poke you or pinch you or something. There is one in the basement at the clinic that will sit there and knock the ball out of your hands. So that's about all. We heard no, there's one upstairs where it opened up the wardrobe, the door. You can close and sit there, and you can actually watch it open up. And it's actually locked, not locked, but it's hard to get it shut. You have to push it, but it'll open up by itself.
Oh wow, that's insane. But I know y'all use the cat balls, don't you?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I thought.
We're a firm believer in the cat toys.
We Bluegrass Paranormal just sent us two, so we're going to include those. And then just the other day, we got our pendulums in the mail, so we're going to use those too.
Yeah,
So
pretty cool.
So when you use a pendulum in an investigation, can you explain to us how you use it?
Most time, if I can remember, I have it on me. I will just hold it up just straight like that, let it hang straight down. And if we use it if it goes side to side, it'll be yes or no. No, actually, be yes if it goes side to side, but if it goes around in a circle, it'll be no. That's the way we use it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so that's interesting.
And if you
Interesting.
hold
See, I wasn't sure.
But if you hold it like this and let it dangle over your fingers, your hand gets tired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just try to use it like that right there and let it just dangle straight from the bottom. And you gotta be real still, and you'll feel your arm getting stiff and all that.
Well, see, I'm gonna do the smart thing and build a stand, so
Yeah,
that way we can stand back and let it go to town. So, because there's so many people out here that want to fake stuff, and I try to do everything I can do to make sure people know that we do not fake stuff.
yeah. That's me. I try not to do anything that mess up the investigation. That's me.
And the ones that come up here on this paranormal experiences live stream, they do not fake their stuff, or they won't. I know they won't. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't come up here if they do. That's just how it is. So. But let's see here. I got a list of questions going on here. So yeah. So you said after your mom died, you and your dad decided to start the channel. Can you remember and tell us about your very first paranormal investigation together?
My very first one was at the clinic. That's where we started. It was right before the pandemic hit. It was at February. It was real cold. Me and my cousin Shasta, we was sitting there talking upstairs, and that was actually my very first time because I just had started the group. I hadn't started the YouTube channel yet, but I have started the group. And right before that summer, I think it was like April or something like that, and that's when the pandemic hit, and never did get to do anything else until that was lifted.
Oh yeah, I know that stink. I'm glad that's over. Just saying.
Yeah.
Wow, but yeah, it's
I've only been doing it for about 3 years, but my cousin, she's been doing it for, I don't know, ever since the beginning of time.
right.
But I've been learning a lot from her,
Yeah. So, can you think of any more locations that you've investigated that are interesting to tell us about?
We just been doing a couple. Well, we've been doing the clinic for a long time. We're actually getting ready to go back there probably in another month or so. I got to get it booked. We're actually going to try to be going to West Virginia here in the next couple months or so, something like that. We're going to try to do the theme park in West Virginia, where they built on Indian grounds.
Oh man, I want to do that so bad.
We're going to be doing that. I hope, pray we will. We're going to go to Virginia and do a Civil War museum. We got a few places. We're going to try to do the big cemetery in Richmond, Virginia, the Hollywood. It's got a lot of Civil War graves, and I want to go to that so bad I can't stand it. But I'll eventually get there someday.
Right. But yeah, somebody asked what state you're from. It's North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I'm North Carolina.
Yeah. It's been years. I went. That's how I went from. I drove the interstate all the way up to Pennsylvania when I was in college, and I drove the coast basically.
Yeah.
But it's been years. But have y'all got any videos or anything planned coming up, or just?
Just a few things, not nothing major. And we're just going to go out tonight and maybe do a video at the family cemetery where my mom's at. Me and my dad, and then I don't know where we go from there. We're running out of places to go except for going back to our old places to go to.
Yeah.
It's getting hard to find places. Everybody wants to get mad at you and everything like that. Trying to run you off, going to call cops on you, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we just that's the thing about it nowadays. They think everybody's stealing something or whatever.
And I'm also actually working on getting into a hospital that's just been shut down.
Wow.
A real hospital, up-to-date hospital, but they actually built a new one. So it ain't but like one floor. It's still got the morgue in it, but I still yet got to talk to my friends and try to work it out where we can get into that.
Oh yeah. Have y'all ever used the Necrophonic app or the Spirit Talker app or any of those other types?
My cousin, she's been using the Phasma box.
Yeah, Phasma. I've heard that one.
It's a real good. I mean, if it tells somebody to hush up and quit fussing, it's a good one. And it also gave us an accurate address to the location that we did one night. So it's actually pretty accurate. I think it costs is something because it runs off a tablet with Windows in it, but it's a pretty good app.
Oh yeah, I've heard it is. I've never used it.
Good night, Dustin.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
He's fitting to jump on his part.
Yeah, Dustin's going live in about 12 minutes, but boy, I love doing this. This is the funnest thing ever, getting to sit on here and talk and just have a good old time. And
oh yeah, I like spending time with family.
right. I'm sure we are long distance somewhere, but we are. But have y'all like when y'all was out investigating, have y'all come across any like Native American type burials or?
We do have one native burial ground that we gonna be going doing for long. I think what we call the door is a cave that's got Indian. I'm gonna say it's Indian carvings on the wall because it's right beside of the burial ground, and I'm taking it that's what it's going to be about. They say there's some crazy things happen there when they take people down there, and a couple people end up in the car wrecks, and they took somebody down that way one time, and ended up that dude's wife got pregnant and stuff like that.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
I don't know how true it is, but we're gonna find out and see what goes on.
Right? I mean, that sounds interesting. I see Shasta put in there that she slept on a Native American burial mound overnight. I bet that was something else.
Yeah, that's up there in West Virginia at that theme park.
Oh, yeah.
She got some stuff make your skin crawl when she tells you stuff.
But, I mean, what in the world? Oh, Autumn get a marriage proposal. Lord have mercy. She'd flip. The ghost ask her to marry him. But yes, I tell you one thing. Whatever y'all do, whenever you take your medicine, make sure it's yours. Please. Oh my God.
Just turn the light on.
It took me 3 days to get over that.
That's what. Just turn the light on.
That stuff that I took, it took her a month or two to build up to, and I took the full dose at once. Lord have mercy. I had to call in from work, and I was sick for 2 days. The days I first day I actually felt like really doing anything.
Yeah.
But, whatever. But, so does any of your P3 crew come down there to where y'all are at, or y'all just all meet at a ship? Or?
We did do the ship together pretty much. PDX, Matt, the paranormal consultant, Scott Morton, he came down from Pennsylvania, him and his wife. We had one from Florida come up, Patty from the G team. She came to us, and we had MJC Paranormal, Austin Paranormal. Then we had like 3 or 4 people come in off the streets to join us. So we had about almost 20-some people there that night.
Wow. I mean, that had to be like just the awesomest time ever.
I had more fun just meeting everybody instead of doing the investigation.
Right?
Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, we all had a good time. It was fun.
Yeah. Getting the cut up and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and just, I mean, I couldn't imagine getting to actually do something like that. I bet that ship took hours because those things are massive.
Yeah, we started on, I guess it was about 7 or 8, and didn't get done till about 4 o'clock the next morning.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it was pretty awesome down there. When you get to walk out on the decks and you feel the history more, you feel like you're walking amongst the sailors was on the ship. That was an interesting thing. And get chased little tree frogs all over the deck and everything like that. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. But I'll often wonder, like the difference between doing an investigation, like we're way out in the South in the sticks, versus doing an investigation in a big city. Like, can those ghosts or spirits even rest with all the noise, or are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I always wondered about that.
I say they do get restless, though. I bet you.
I'm sure they do, because Wednesday we got to carry our daughter to Huntsville to have a test run, and after we're through there, we're going to go to a cemetery that covers like 5 square miles or so. It's a humongous cemetery.
Yeah,
and it's right on the interstate, just about it too.
Yeah. I'm going to try to go whenever the Veterans Day is again this year. I'm gonna try to go down to the VA hospital, and they got a cemetery back there at the back, and I'm gonna try to go and see if they'll let me film in there and honor the soldiers and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty good. See if we can't take the K2 or something with us.
Oh yeah. Which the video that we released today, was at that Veterans Park, and I gotta do a little more research on it, but I'm told by my dad that there is an unidentified Confederate soldier buried out on the side of a road in our county.
Okay.
And what I want to do is contact them because actually the monument and all that, it's at the VFW fairground, like it's part of the property.
Yeah.
I thought about contacting them and having them, have him move him to there and do him like they did the ones in Washington, the unidentified soldiers.
Yeah.
Because he's literally out in the middle of nowhere in a ditch with just rocks over him.
Yeah.
But I don't even really know how to even go about doing something like that, to be honest. But
yeah, I wouldn't know neither.
but I'm thinking mighty seriously about just, at least shooting an ID at him anyway.
Yeah.
Because that would be something interesting. Go to a monument like that, and they literally have an unidentified soldier laying there.
Yeah.
Because they actually have a perfect spot for him to lay in the middle. Everything is like a circle, and each branch of the military has like a little pylon thing, and in the middle there's just a little bitty square that has dirt from each country or whatever a war was fought. That could be moved, but right in the middle would be such a perfect spot for that person to be laid, and it would be a good way to pay respects to him too. But
yeah,
it's something I'm going to have to look in and see if I can't get some phone numbers and get on the ball. Because if they came up with enough money to build that thing, that thing had to cost a couple $100,000 to build as it was anyway. A 6-foot slab of marble with some engraving on it, and the hole wouldn't be that much, just saying. And it would, like I said, it would pay that soldier some respect and get him off the side of the road out of a ditch. So that's just so crazy.
Yeah.
You just don't never know what goes on nowadays or what you're driving by on the side of the road,
Yeah.
But
it hadn't been December, 2 people got arrested here in North Carolina up next to Virginia State Line. They got caught digging up 2 Confederate graves. And they looking for souvenirs, but they didn't get that far down they just messed up the dirt. Dug down too, but they didn't bust into the coffin.
I know people's insane. Just
I wouldn't ever do that. I wouldn't care what grave it was. I ain't digging up no graves. I don't need nothing else happening.
no. But and like I said though, if something like that soldier though, if you went through the VA, they actually have professional ways of doing things, that, and people who would actually honestly handle him and put him in a casket with his whatever he was buried in, wouldn't steal any of it,
Yeah.
That would be the only reason why I'd go to them, because they're veterans, obviously. But I see somebody in the comments said that let's see right here. Have you ever considered expanding your group? I
don't know. We're actually in Virginia also.
Yeah.
So,
And that's because you got your cousin there, right?
Yeah, she taking care of my Virginia office, and I'm taking care of the North Carolina office.
Yeah.
But I do want to keep going further south and stuff, because like I said, I always said I am a Civil War nut. I love listening to Civil War stories and finding the graves. And when we go out around here, I do at least find one, maybe two each time we go to a cemetery somewhere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But we hit the mother lode one night. We went to one. I counted 30 some graves just right in one spot.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. One of the series videos we released had a War of 1812 grave. You know how rare that is to find.
Yeah.
But we when we finally get some off days where I'm free and the weather's good, in this video we showed today, it was talking about some of the Civil War towns that were taken over by Union soldiers. Well, after they left, there's an entire town that's gone. There's nothing left of it but a cemetery and a chimney from the hotel, and that's it. They completely destroyed the entire town. And the what do you call that? Where they have the courthouse? There's a name for that. I don't know what they call that. Anyway, they moved the courthouse to another part of the county, and that's how our other local town came about. And that one, its 200th year of existing was, I think, last year or this year. I think it was either 1822 or 1823. I'm not sure which, but the only thing that's literally left is a cemetery. And there was two cemeteries, and a person bought the property in a cemetery that's out in the middle of a field. Supposedly he dug the bodies up, but all I can see is just a bunch of headstones thrown together in with the other ones. That's something that I wondered, because man, I'm like, there's no way there's bodies with all these headstones because they're just so close together, and that's what it was.
Yeah, my cousin asked, where y'all from?
Oh, we're from Alabama. We're northeast corner of Alabama, the Jackson County corner, northeast. So I think Huntsville's like an hour from us. The next biggest town to us is what, Scottsboro, I guess.
Yes.
Like Chattanooga's not, maybe 45 minutes. South Pittsburgh, all them. South Pittsburgh Hospital's on our list, but that's one of them you got to pay a chunk of money, and then it takes a year to get into it. And yeah. So that was another question I was going to ask you. So when you go about, you want to consult somebody, like say you want to go to a ship or something like that. How do you go about doing that? Do they have like a middle person, or how do you do that?
When we went, before we go to the battleship, I emailed the person that's in charge of setting up the events, and then we will then I'll decide on who all is going, how many is going to be going with us and everything, and then I'll email her back and talk to them and get the price on everything all together, and then I'll get back to everybody else that said I was going and tell them what their prices are for them to go. But it's always just me and the battleship. There ain't no third person or whatever. It's just me dealing with the battleship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like if y'all want to go to, like, say, the battleship yourselves, you just got to email the lady that's in charge of the setting up the events, and then she'll give you the price, the list, and what date she has open, and then you got to check see if it's best for your schedule, and then you got to send down like half the deposit. Then the month before you go, you got to send the rest of the money. So, because the deposit is what they set the give you the reservations for.
Oh yeah.
That's to set your reservations, and then when you pay the rest, it's automatically yours.
So, whenever y'all show up, is there somebody to meet you at the battleship, or is it just?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
They have a person that walks around the battleship that keeps check on us for fire safety reasons and people getting hurt like that. So he has to be there, but he will not mess with you. You got ship all by yourself. He'll give you a card to call him on his phone if you need him for anything. But he will move around at night, and you can't see him. You don't hear him. He don't have a flashlight, and he can go all over that ship, and you never hear him. If being me, I'll be banging on everything. It's like a World War III coming across there.
I'm sure that guy lives on that ship, so he knows it like the back of his hand.
Yeah, he does. It's pretty crazy.
Well, hey man, I tell you what, this has been awesome. I appreciate you coming on here, and
Ain't no problem, though.
any of you guests down here want to have any questions that y'all have, y'all feel free to ask either one of us or whatever, and so I know we got some really good people in here too. We got Angel. She's a really good person in here. And Shadows of the Past is awesome. And Kristen Manus is awesome. Lydia Moon is awesome. And of course, Shasta's awesome. She's in your chat all the time. I know you're being your cousin.
Yeah.
See her in there all the time. One of these days, I'm going to have to get her up here. You never know.
Oh yeah, she's very, very interesting. What part of North Carolina are you located in? I am located in Surrey County, North Carolina. That's right in Mount Airy area, just below the Blue Ridge Mountains. That'd be northwest of North Carolina.
Let's see.
Hello, Shadow Runner. Welcome in here. I don't think I ever seen that one before. Feel free, like I said, any of y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Feel free to ask away. I don't know what we got coming up this week. We've been, like I said yesterday, we've been having to dig back into our reserve videos because of the rain. Like that's why some of the videos we're putting up, the intros are that old one we used to have. Because it's been flooding here. Today was absolutely beautiful, but when I got home from work, I don't feel like going out. Just saying, I'm so wore out and tired, and I had forgotten about the premiere. It was 5 minutes before our premiere, and I'm like, oh crap, we got a premiere in 5 minutes. So I had to jump on there and message everybody. And
there was a question there to say where Andy Griffin was from. Yeah, I just live about 5 minutes away from where he's from.
Okay, I recognize Shadowrunner now. Yeah, over Stacy May is a channel that does art and stuff.
Yeah,
I
remember. I've been in there before.
Oh yeah. What's bad is I'm jumping around so many channels. It's hard to remember everybody. Oh me.
I hadn't used one yet. Actually, I have one time, but I've got mine in my pocket when I go out, and I cannot remember to have it. And the time I get back in the truck and get ready to go home or go somewhere else, I'll have it then.
Angel is actually the one I had asked about the pendulum because she was doing some stuff on her live stream with it. And I'm like, I wonder. But yes, we did get them, but we have not filmed in like actually doing any investigations in 2 weeks
Yeah.
at least. The video that I shot, at that memorial park was just like spur of the moment, because we were close.
It was raining, and then the last minute, your dad had an appointment, so you had to leave and do his stuff. And then Hope had school, so just been busy.
Yeah. It's just all the time something, you know how it is.
Yeah, we don't use spirit boards or nothing like that. We don't.
No.
Well,
Spirit boards.
what they're
Ouija
talking
board?
no.
Oh.
They're talking about it's like a little round one, and it goes under the pendulum, and it has like yes and no. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's not the like Ouija board. It's not that. Because I saw that.
Yeah, we don't use them either. We don't use any kind of spirit boards.
Uh-uh.
We just go, if it goes back and forth, it'd be yes, or if it goes in circle, it'd be no. That's just us.
Yeah.
It'd be less money. I don't have to speak.
Right. Yeah. 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 That's kind of what I was thinking too. Hey, Barbara. Welcome in. Barbara's from Sanders' channel that we were over there earlier. She was live. And have a good time. We're, like I said, we're constantly on somebody's channel because, I mean, that's just how you grow. You got to grow, support, and put some stuff out there and go live and have a good old time. And,
I'm getting ready to take, actually, I'm booking some stuff now for my shows on Sundays. I might get y'all back on there again later if y'all want to.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get Bluegrass on there too.
Oh, I know it.
We're surprised when we're getting them booked on ours.
Yeah. If everything works out right, let me look right here. So according to our notes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're booked all the way up until March 13th. And like I said, our next guest next Monday may be iffy. And if it is, it's fine. We'll just reschedule them and we'll just have like come up here and chat and have a good old time, But we got some pretty good ones up here. I'm pretty excited. And like I said, we got some other ones we're trying to get in contact with. And because like I said, a lot of people, have a lot of experiences to share. And not very many people get to go on to no ship and do an investigation like that. Just saying. That's awesome. That's one of the coolest things I've ever heard of.
They do have other events there, like people getting married on the ship and stuff like that. But since the pandemic, they stopped all that, and plus they don't have the people that help cater to it and everything, help out with the weddings. Mm-hmm. So now the only thing that's open is the paranormal because you don't have to have too many people with that.
Oh yeah.
So they do paranormal and something else that they let do, and that's about it.
Yes, there's a lot of things going to that. I used to enter my paintings in the fair, but they quit doing that.
Yeah.
And that was just a shame. I entered them just to get a free ticket in. No matter if I won or not, I got to go in free.
Yeah.
So, but no, Barbara, he did what was that? The USS North Carolina? Was that the name of that?
Yeah, USS North Carolina battleship.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's the USS Alabama down south, and then there's the Queen Mary. I don't know if there's any other ones. I'm sure there are, but
Yeah, we getting ready. Well, I'm working on going to one in Virginia, Battleship Wisconsin.
is that an aircraft carrier?
No, that's just a regular battleship.
Okay.
One in South Carolina is an aircraft carrier.
Okay. Yeah, I knew one of them. I just couldn't remember.
I'm trying to work on getting to that too, but that is a little bit harder to get on to for me. I'm just working on trying to get into their system so I can see who I need to talk to and stuff like that.
But yeah, you guys, I meant to tell y'all earlier, y'all go ahead and drop your links, and up at the top here, if
still up there.
If it's pinned at the top of the comments, if y'all don't have John here, y'all go ahead and subscribe to him, and y'all go watch some of his stuff. Well, he's got some good stuff. I still hadn't got over that one though, where you and Rick and your dad was inside that mausoleum when that one grabbed him. Boy, he yelped and run out of there. I seen him. Yeah, he couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah, he didn't like that too good.
No. And what is up with those blue lights in that cemetery? Is that the same place that has those blue lights on the poles?
No, that was down in the other part of town.
Okay.
That was in another city. That is at what we call Old Salem.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's what makes that whole cemetery spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Them blue lights, and I don't know. I can't remember if y'all was in there. That's when I did that voice from the Beetlejuice movie when I said it like it comes from Beetlejuice. And
yeah, I was in that one. That was the video I was talking about. That was crazy.
Everybody was laughing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I swear you could see somebody moving in the bushes or something in that video too.
Oh, I imagine they are. I actually got scared in that one because there was somebody else was walking through there and they started talking. And I thought somebody done come up out of one of them graves and then started talking to us person.
Oh, yeah.
I getting ready to run and swing all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's about to have to go home and change your britches too, huh?
That one dude had a trench coat on. So that's what made it even much more weirder. Post a video of the rocking chair rocking by itself at Trivet Clinic. Yes, I think I posted it, but I believe I posted it on Facebook. But
oh yeah, I see that. Autumn has the Facebook stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea about any of that. And the only reason why I got a TikTok is so I can call her when I'm on my lunch.
Not a TikTok.
What is it?
Snapchat.
Yeah. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know how to use this stuff.
I will send y'all the video clip of the rocking chair moving that one of my cousins talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can use it in y'all's videos or something there. You can say, hey, this is from the other night show or something else. You can actually see it rocking. I mean, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. But Mark the Spider Guy. Hey, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you in here. Well, if you guys don't have nothing else, and John, you ain't got nothing else, we're gonna have to get off because I gotta get a little one ready for bed if she ain't already, and I gotta get a big one ready for bed because I gotta go to work in the morning. So
yeah, You good. Anytime you want me to come back on, just let me know.
All right, hey man, it has been absolutely fun. We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate all you in the chat. Y'all been awesome.
I do have my show for Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to come in, and also on Thursday nights at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, just according on what days it is to fall on my work, we do history shows like stories and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, y'all will enjoy those. I've been the one you did last was great. Had each person from the show and everything. That was great.
Yeah, the Andy Griffith stories.
Yeah, and the 2 or 3 of them from Alabama that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
But hey, like I said, if y'all don't have him, y'all go up in the link in the description or up here in the pin tab, and y'all click that, subscribe, and show him some love. And we appreciate every one of y'all for coming out. And if we don't get on here another time, we will see y'all next Monday. So thank y'all for coming out, and thank you, John, for joining us.
Bye, y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, bye, y'all.
See y'all.